Perfect connection. Okay, seems like it's working now. Yep. Nice, it is working now. Cool. All right. So we can start working on that little Breakout game. The gamepad, does the gamepad work? Yep, it still works. Oh, I should also assign the A key on the gamepad so it will perform as an action key. Okay. Maybe the music is too loud. Let's make it a little bit more quiet. Okay, that should be fine. We will also be working on some sounds today, so I really don't want the music to be too loud. Okay, so let's see. Input mapping, start. It may not be the best name for that action, but whatever. So now when I press A, it should start the ball. Nice. It shouldn't allow you to just like reset anytime you want, but we will work on that. Okay. So now that now it's not even a counter, it's just text. So let's add the score. Oh, we do have the score. All right. Oh, and we do increment the score. All right. We only need to update the score label. So how about we add some functions for this? Like, let's say that you can only add to the score or set the score to specific value by calling those functions. So we won't have to worry about updating both variable and the label. So add score. Score to add will be int. Void. Wait, I think the music is too quiet now. I don't know. I don't have like, I cannot hear like the same thing that you guys hear. You can't hear any music, okay. Now it should be like a very quiet music in the background. Maybe. It also gets quieter when I speak, so it's okay. All right. So basically, we'll just add this score to add, and let's call it set score. We will use it to set the score to 0, for example, at the beginning of the game. And we will also add a function called update score GUI. So we will just do this. Text equals unexpected. Oh, fun. It's not fun. It's fun. This should work. All right, now we need to call it both here and here. And instead of adding this manually, we will just call the function. So okay, and also on reset. Oh, we are not actually resetting the game. Wait, we are changing the game state. Okay, what we have now should work. So let's see. Nice, it updates the score. Do we have enough space to keep such a big score on the screen? What the heck was that bounce? Okay. Yeah, that bouncing needs to be fixed. Like, I mean, that thing is fine if you like hit it with some speed. Okay, this should not happen. I think there was a setting for the paddle, so it only bounces. Wait. Collision polygon. One-way collision. If true, only edges that face up relative to collision polygon's rotation will collide with other objects. We can try this. So now, yeah, the ball is not... Wait, we kinda don't want this. I mean, the ball will never bounce from the floor, so... But no. It's broken. Yep. That should have bounced the... Yep. No, that's not a good setting. One-way collision margin. Work better for colliders that enter the polygon at a high velocity. No, let's disable this. I kinda want to move on to that river raid game as soon as possible. Okay, we have a basic score. Let's actually implement some life system. We also don't have any sounds, but sounds will be... We will be adding sounds in another ticket, in another story. Okay, for now we will deal with like no sounds at all. I found a website with some free assets. It's called Kenny. I think it's a pretty popular website. There's like a lot of cool looking assets. And I think all of those are free to use. Oh wait, these are games assets. Like, for example, you have like pre-made sprites for some isometric games, for example. So yeah. Oh, hello, sorry. Wujek, hello, sorry, I was on the wrong tab again. Hello, thank you for joining the stream, thank you. So yeah, it might be nice for like prototyping some games. I think you can just use those assets as well if you want. Saves you a lot of work or money if you want to hire someone to make some graphics. See, it's very, there are some very nice looking assets here. There are also audio packs. I hope it will not be too loud. Oh, it's kind of loud. Is it loud now? Might be. Okay, I will just make it quieter, just in case. How is that a sci-fi sound? Okay, so we might... use some of those for the Breakout game. Is it too loud? We need some bouncing sounds. It is? I'm sorry. This might be nice. Digital audio. Okay, let's just consider a donation. Oh, maybe later. Okay, we will download the digital audio and impact sounds. Okay, for now, let's work on lives. So we do have that huge floor which should detect dying. So input event collision object node. There should be some way to detect. Maybe the ball has some collision detection events. How do we detect? Do I do this from here? No. I know there is some way to easily like detect collisions. Okay, Google time. I think we already did collision detection, but yeah. Oh wait, we do have a ball script, right? Yeah, we are detecting collisions here. Oh, and its collider is in group bricks. We are... Yeah. So we only need to add the group. I think we already added the group. Like floor. Yeah, we added the def zone. Okay. So let's add another signal. Called def. So if the collider is in group def zone. Then we will emit the def signal. All right. Floor is the def zone. All right. So now we need to connect the def signal with I think we should use the game script for this. Advanced. Oh, we can add extra arguments. We don't need that. Okay, on ball def. Even the name is okay for this. So what should we do? We should switch the state, I think. How do we switch states? On state finished, can we call this signal from... Oh, it's a private. Maybe we can like set, like have similar method but public. So this is basically just switching states. Yeah, let's do this. So let's just add the function switch to state. This will just have this code and we will call it here. Okay, so in GDScript, I think the methods with underscore are private, so they're like not visible in other scripts. So this is why we have one private method which basically reacts to signals, and this is a public method that you can call from anywhere where you have the state access to the state machine. Let's just see if it will work. So let's switch the game state to E. Can you help me? Switch. There you go. Switch to state. I don't like that it's using like hard-coded strings. Start. And we might also play some sounds here. So let's add it to play def sound. Okay, let's see if it works. Nice. Okay, now we need to subtract lives, and yeah, that should be it. I mean, we will get some negative lives, but yeah, let's focus on decreasing the life counter first. Okay. So it's basically the same as the score thingy. But we will just have decrease life. Okay, and we will be updating the life, the label. Okay, let's rename it. I hope it's the lives. Yep. update lives GUI. So this is lives label. Lives. Okay, and update lives GUI. So on ball def we will decrease lives. And switch to state start. Okay. All right. Okay, now it's working. Cool. But yeah, once you get to 0 lives, yeah, you will get like -1, -2, and so on. So what we should do is to maybe it's time to add some sounds. The game ends. Maybe we need to have like game over screen. How about we add a game over screen? So now the game is like the main scene. Like when you start the game, like the game screen loads, like the level loads. So we can do the game over screen in 2 ways. We can have like a completely separate scene with like game over text. But we might also just display some text, like show it in the middle. We did that in, I mean, I did that offline in the Flappy Bird game. So let me quickly show you how it looks there. I uploaded that game that we made on the first game dev stream to itch.io, so it's like playable from the browser. So yeah, it's using the like only one scene, but it just shows and hides elements depending on if you're on the like starting screen or if you have like a game over. Also, I have no idea. Yeah, that was game over. Yeah, it just shows the game over and hides those pipes. It's like very, very basic. How about we try to like have some separate screens for let's say for the title screen and for the game over screen. Yeah, that's very simple. Okay. Okay, let me do a backup before we start like tinkering with this. What ticket are you working on? Scorned Lives number 6. What am I playing lately? Not much, to be honest. I've been playing some Mario Picross from the Game Boy. And that's about it. And I played a little bit of Forza Motorsport. But you earn credits so slowly. Like if you want to play like single player campaign, there is like, for example, Porsche campaign right now, and you select one of the events, and let's say you have some, I don't know, supercars from the 70s event, and like one car costs 300,000 credits, And from completing one race in that event, you may earn from like 10 to 30 credits, depending on the difficulty, and if you are skipping practice or not. And basically, once you spend that 300,000 and complete that one event, you are like net minus. You earn less money that you spend on the car. So you need to like spend some time outside of that campaign to like actually afford some of the cars needed to complete the campaign. So it's kind of not fun to play the campaign, but yeah, other modes are pretty cool. You finished Xenoblade Chronicle X. How was it? Did you enjoy the whole experience? Score and lies. What exactly did we do? Nothing? And I got back to 3DS. Since I didn't got XSX. What is XSX? Xbox? Wait, why doesn't it show? Oh, because we opened Flappy Bird. Not wrong repo. Okay, too much anime. I see. I don't mind too much anime. I do mind when the story is like lame or characters are lame. You can have like anime game with some pretty good story and characters, I think. Okay, we've added the dying thingy. And okay, we basically made the GUI work. It's the best game I played on Switch. Maybe I should go back and play it more. Name the GUI elements for lives and score action work. There we go. Commit and push. So now we have a backup and we can basically break whatever we want, and we can easily restore that state that we are now in. Period. Nice. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about that game. And I have enjoyed what I've seen so far, so yeah. But now when I have some free time, I'm just reading about the game development. I kind of feel bad when I just spend time playing games. I mean, I do play some games when I don't have like energy to you know, to learn about stuff. Wait, what are we working on? Oh, the game screens. All right. Let's design a title screen. Can I just add the color rectangle? Okay, let's actually use those GUI items. Yeah. I don't want to overcomplicate this. All right. Okay, and let's see if I can just rename the game to the level without breaking anything. Okay, can I rename the scene name and the script? Let's see if the game still works. It does. Okay, nice. Cool. Wait, the paddle doesn't reset its position. Oh, it does. Oh, okay, it's all good. But game design was. Shin Megami Tensei. Tensei 4. I remember there was a big sale of JRPG games, like very close to the eShop closure, like the end of service, and I've bought some JRPGs, but I don't exactly remember the games. I know there was like Etrian Odyssey, some game related to Shin Megami Tensei in like lore wise. Yeah, I've bought like maybe 5 games because they were cheap. Oh, one of them was Soul Hackers. Yeah, I was like, I have basically no JRPGs on 3DS, so yeah, let's just buy them. Okay. Wait, I have -5 lives. This game might be too difficult. Yeah, trying to destroy that last brick is never a fun thing to do. There we go. Soul Hackers, yep. There was a Soul Hackers game on 3DS. And I think there was a sequel released not too long ago. Wait, now what? The game doesn't end. Oh, okay. So this is our title screen. Let's give it some nice color. I don't know. Pink? No. Oh, whatever. How should we name the game? Label. Rich text label. Different font style, images, and basic formatting. Huh? Text. How do we format stuff though? Breaking game. Oh, maybe brick destruction with exclamation mark to make it more exciting. Colors. What the heck? Font. Okay, I see. Let's replace it with like a standard note, standard label. Waiting for Switch 2. Yep. I wonder if my Switch will be shipped like close to the release date because I've cancelled my Switch order that I made like very soon after they allowed me to. So yeah, because of that power adapter situation, I've ordered the Switch from the Irish website, and here in Poland we have different outlets, different shaped outlets. Font, quick load. New system font. How do we change the font family? Font names. What the heck? Your Switch will come with UK adapter. No, it won't. I have ordered it from the German website, which only had the EU version available. We will see. If that happens, I will just buy the adapter. Probably. Why do I even care about how the fonts look like? Let's just increase the size and be done with it. Okay. And let's add a button. Menu button? Oh, the button that brings pop-up menu. Option button. Drop down with selectable options. Maybe I will get both mine Switch and yours. How about that? Button. Start. Cool. We do have a button. There we go. Scenes. Let's rename it to start. Who knows? We will see. Can't they just send it already, like, now? What are they waiting for? Like, the console is ready, right? It's already made. I wonder if, like, developers actually are, like, hard at work at the moment. Probably yes. Like the system developers. I wonder if there will be some stuff that they know that it's like still messed up, but they need to ship the console already. Okay, so what I want to do is to, like, I'm not even sure if this is the right approach, but we will just try doing something. So what I want to have is, wait, what do I want to have? I want to have like a separate scene that will be like a root for all the scenes. Do I even need that? I'm not sure. No, maybe I don't. Okay, let's just set the start screen as the main scene. So now when we start the game, we see that beautiful. Would be nice if you could press the buttons with the gamepad. That's probably possible. People are fighting online. Huh? What a beautiful title screen. Action mode, button release, mouse left, shortcut, new shortcut, events. The heck is this? New no, I want to use actions for that. Players see and how to make UI down and UI up actions work with GUI. Wait, does it just work? No, it doesn't. The Switch 2 is weaker than PS4 Pro. It's similar to Xbox One. We will have to just wait and see how the games will actually perform. It's like difficult to compare the performance of consoles which have, like, you know, Digital Foundry are liars. The problem is, like, it will still be like the much newer hardware than PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. So it will have some, you know, new features available to game developers. Things like, you know, DLSS and stuff, and all that very low level things. Focus. Next. No. Oh, this is how you can, like, probably set. Wait, does the tab button work? No. Why do I care about this? Shortcut no. It's probably better to just look up the documentation. Acrostel, hello. It was right there in input event action. At least I expect that to be an action. Can't be sure with Godot. Is it? No, wait. I mean, I thought it's easy to just, you know, set up that GUI button to work with the gamepad somehow. Under shortcut. Shortcut. New shortcut. Add element. New input event action. Oh, thank you. Action. Oh, okay. Project settings. It just called start. It works! Thank you, Acrusto. Okay. Okay. That should work. Even works with the spacebar. Okay. So now we will just use the signal. Yeah, let's just switch the scene. Oh, there we have no script. Scripts. Start screen. And I already done this with some small project, so let me open another one. Which one was it? Was it this one? Maybe? No. It was not this one. Maybe it was this one. No. It would be probably faster to just Google that, but... Oh, scene changer demo. Well, I also tried doing that on my own. Okay, let's see the scene changer demo. I think it's just a script which loads another scene, and that's all that I need. Yep. So that's one way to do this, like load the scene file and call change scene to packed. And there's another method which is like this, change scene to file. Let's use this one, it's simpler. It looks more simple. There are some differences, but for now, yeah, let's just use that. So here, on the pressed, it's called button. Okay, it's like very low effort, but yeah. Can we get some? All right, so we will just switch to the level. Let's see if it works. Nice. Okay. Now, now we can make a game over screen, I think. So if I make the game over screen a separate scene, how can I like let that new scene know how, like, what was my score? Because this, like, at the moment the score is like saved as a variable in the live script. That may not be the best place to keep it. Godot, how to keep data between scenes. How do I pass data between scenes without using autoload global variables. The enemy has variables such name, HP. Enemies also don't get removed when the player defeats them, and they can go back to the same tile to fight the same enemy again. Okay. Probably set up the combat scene in a way that you can pass enemy object into it. Remove the currently loaded scene from the tree, so anything you added into the world scene while it was loaded, like the enemy you just created, will be gone. You could save all the data you needed from the overworld before you leave it and restore it all when you load it again, but I think there is a much simpler way. Process mode. What the heck? You have some tutorial? Data persistence between scenes. Introduction of globals. Auto-load. Okay, I do need to read about that auto-load thingy. Scene managers. Okay. Singleton. Auto-load. Oh, it is singleton. This node will be added to the root viewport before any other scenes are loaded. Globals auto-load. Oh, we can just have a script. Each entry in the list. Okay. Oh, they even give you an example with health. Okay, let's just try. The engine will crash if we try to remove them with code. Okay. Global. Okay, let's see. Okay, we can close this one. Okay, so let's add a script and call it, I don't know, game state? No, we already have a state machine. That will be confusing. Let's call it globals. Okay, and project settings. Auto load. Okay. Add. Okay, how do we use that now? Auto load objects are accessed like any other node. So can I just add this now? No. Do I need to attach that script to something? Hmm. Hmm. Globals. Do I need to name this? No. I don't know. We will just... Globals hides an auto-load singleton. Oh. Huh. Wait, can I just use it like... Oh. Okay. I can just use it like that. Interesting. So... Socre. So can I just access the score by calling global score? Where the heck is my game script? Oh, it's called level. So instead of using lives, globals. Score. Okay, global score. Should not be changing this one. Score. So we don't need that. Add score. Oh, we also don't need this anymore. Score. Globals score. It might work. We will see. Seems like it's working. Nice. Okay, so now I can use that globals object anywhere. That's great. We have a singleton. Nice. Should we also set lives in global? Yeah, let's do this as well. We can also have the initial lives as constant moved there. Globals. There we go. Lives. Nice. Okay. There we go. Nice. So now, when we die and our lives counter is below 0 or 0, we will move to the new screen. Let's call it game over. And we will have some super cool game over screen, which will be basically almost the same as the title screen. Game over. Okay. Cool. There we go. How does this work? Anyway, we have game over. We can also show the score. Your score. Okay, let's move it here. So we will just switch to that scene when we run out of lives. And okay, where is it? Level and script. Decrease life. So if globals lives less or equals 0, just in case. Where is that script? There we go. Yeah, we should totally have some kind of scene switcher probably, but that's already out of scope for that little game that we are making. Wait. It's in the level. Game over. All right, and we need some script in the game over. Scripts, game over, and let's implement the ready function so we can update the let's add some like meaningful labels for this. Game over score. So on ready, we'll just set up the score text. Your score and it should just work. We should also have a button that will switch you, maybe not to the start screen, or maybe it's the start screen. Let's just switch it to the start screen. Also, the start screen should have the ready function, and we will just reset the score to 0 and lives to, maybe I shouldn't like hard code it. We can just have functions, right? Reset values. That would be a little bit more elegant, I think. So we will basically have this. There we go. And we can just call this in the start screen. Globals, reset values. Nice. Oh. Okay. Need to add a button to game over. Button. Let's add a shortcut. Action. And the action was start. Okay. The text will be try again. Or restart. Maybe restart. No. That's not a very consistent style, but it will just work. Maybe we should align it with game over text. Okay. So when we press this, we should switch to we should switch to the start screen. And the start screen will just reset the game state. There we go. Okay, this should just work. Wait, we are not updating. Are we updating the score? Yeah, let's see if it just works. Okay, let's get some score and let's get 0 lives. There we go, and I can just press the A button again and play again. Okay, now it kinda looks like an actual game. It's pretty straightforward. Oh, we also need to get rid of manually resetting the game whenever you want. That's not good. Where was it? Where the heck was it? Playing state? Oh, that was this action. Wait, but we kinda want to have this once. Oh, no, we don't want this to be available while we are in the playing state. So if I just remove this, it should be fine. Okay, we can start again. Yeah, we can no longer reset. Nice. Also, I think we are not resetting the ball direction after losing a life. Yeah. Okay. So let's fix that as well. Current state is stopped. Return. No physics, but maybe we can just set the direction. No. Now we are applying forces. Ball direction. No, we can. Right, we can just set it. When the ball is stopped, we will just set the ball direction to this. Okay. Okay, now it's like a very low angle. And now it should reset to 45 degrees. Did it reset? I don't think it did. Oh. Oh, wait. That means that it will go downwards first. This one needs to be negative. Also, we are like duplicating the thing, which is not good. Why am I exporting this? Do we need to have this here? I'm not overriding this anywhere, so... Yeah, we are not overriding that one. So let's remove those exports. And we can actually have the constant like a default ball direction. Also, we have some inconsistency with style, like those constants are lowercase. Isn't oh, it's not constant expression. Oh, you cannot call the function to have constants. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so let's just make it a variable then. We can make it private, so it's not available from outside. So now it should start going upwards. Yep. Nice. Seems to be working. Oh. Okay. Okay, the paddle is quite fast. Okay. Let's move on. Let's actually move on. Because I think we did everything we wanted to do here. Life may be numeric value or could be represented as multiple paddle pictures. Numeric is fine. Let's commit those changes. Commit. Score and lives. And we've added some like additional stuff like game over screen and start screen. Score and lives are kept in autoload singleton script. Add start screen and game over screen. Screen. There we go. And let's commit. We should add TMP files to gitignore as well. Let's just do this. Yep. Okay. I think it's something like this. So now when I commit, I shouldn't be seeing, yeah, we don't see those TMP files anymore. There we go. Sure, let's mention all right. We did that. So I will take a short break now and we will work on some sounds. Shouldn't be too difficult. Like there's probably many ways. There are probably many ways to do this, but yeah, we'll just try doing something. So yeah. Okay, let's leave it open on that screen and yeah, be right back. All right, time to work on some sounds. So I have downloaded some sounds and we will just try to find something that fits. So let me prepare that first. Give me a moment. Give me just a second. I need to like unzip some stuff. Okay. And I hope it won't be too loud. Just a second. Okay. Let's see what we have from Kenny. Wait, let me stop the music. Wait. Repeat track. Playback. Stop after current. Oh, it only works once. Okay. Footstep. Impact glass. We can always replace the sample, right? Also, I have no idea what is a proper way of adding sounds to the game. That will be annoying. Impact generic light. Okay, let's add some assets here. The ball bounces from the brick. Let's add this first. Scripts, GFX, new folder, SFX, SFXZ. Impact generic. What was it called? Impact generic light. Okay, it does support OGG. Okay, time to read the docs. Docs. Manual audio. That's a lot of reading. I kinda like quickly like took a quick look at this. Audio bus. Do we have access to this already? Audio. Okay, we do. We have master. Okay. The left nose bus is the master bus. This bus outputs the mix to your speakers. Okay. So you can like probably assign the samples to the buses. Create audio stream player node, load an audio stream, and then select a target bus for playback. Okay. Should we have like audio stream player in every node? The way I do sound effects is a global script that creates 32 audio players and then use them as SFX channels. I see. But I think you can just... I mean, that's probably the smart way to do this. But I think what you can just do is something like... that's probably not the most beautiful way to do that. You can... No, that's too simple. Wait, I did something like this here. But we should probably like think about how to do that. Game. The game had like audio stream player here. Script that creates 32 audio players. Yeah, so you have like total control, right? Like for now, I will just try to... I think the thing that I did here was the thing that they suggest here. Like create audio stream player node. This is audio stream player. We loaded the stream and we selected the bus. We can try adding a new bus. Because I feel like creating that kind of script would be a little bit too hard for me. Okay. That's not the correct window. Okay. So yeah, you probably also want to have it global. Just say, dear global audio overload, please play the sound at this volume from this location, and it uses a free channel to play it or freeze the one closest to completion. Okay, so you do need to like manage the channels manually, or can you just... Audio stream player 2D. Or positional sound. You can add the position to the sound. Stream, audio stream. Yeah, you probably don't want to have those audio samples like scattered all around your code everywhere. Stream. Let's just use the quick load. because it might be difficult to manage. Like, it's probably better to have it like a single place with all of the sounds. So yeah, you can either like probably reference that audio thingy. We can try doing that actually, maybe without that channel thing. But let's start with something like super simple, like you know, I just want to see if it will work. Oh, now I need to have a, I see the problem. Now I need to have that audio stream. I already see the problem. Like, depending on which script handles the thing that you want to have sounds, like you will need to add the audio stream node to that. Yeah, I already see that it can become very problematic. Okay, but we are using the signal which is used on ball brick destroyed. So yeah, we are like mixing a lot of stuff everywhere. Also, okay, so you do have like one stream player per. Have to wake up early to have to go enjoy the rest of the stream. Bye. Okay, have a nice night. Have a good sleep. And yeah, thank you for hanging out. As always, thank you very much. Have a good one, Arito. Remove the break. Also, I have no idea if wait. I have no idea if calling like the sample dot play will like stop everything else, or is it like asynchronous? Break, destroy, sound. So I can just do this, right? Play. There we go. From position. Float? Oh, it's stereo, right? From position. Oh, it's like seconds. Wait, is it not how do you? Okay, let's just see if it will emit any sounds. Also, we can add a bus called sounds. And let's lower the volume to like, this will be like 2 times quieter, if I remember correctly how decibel scale works. So let's assign this to the sounds. Nice, it works. Cool. The game is already much more enjoyable when it has sounds. Yeah, that's a little bit more satisfying when you have some audio feedback. Okay. Play. Cues the audio to play on the next physics frame from the given position. So I assume this is like asynchronous. with the distance to the listener. By default, audio is heard from the screen center. This can be changed by adding an audio listener to the node to the scene and enabling it by calling audio listener make current on it. Okay. Do I add it as a child node to this? No. Overrides the location sounds are heard from. Only one audio listener to the can be current. That sounds like something that will require some further research. Audio streams. Audio stream player 2D. 2D positional. Huh? They don't really explain how to set up the position of that sound. What would be nice if we would be able to you know, set up the position of the sound. Godot 2D positional sound. Spatial audio. Positional audio in Godot. Binaural. Okay, we don't have binaural samples. Okay. When close to the right side, it will go right. While it's possible to send this effect to specific audio buses, one of the best strategies is to use Area 2D to divert sound to a specific bus. Holy heck. What do you mean? How do you do that? Do we need that? Okay, let's not overcomplicate it. Area 2D can have audio bus? Huh. Okay. Let's actually try to move all of those sounds to a single node and auto-load it. That should be way easier to manage. So because sometimes we will have some sounds that will, I don't know, maybe we'll call some audio sample from the ball script, for example. So let's create a node. It can be just a node, right? Global audio. So let's attach a script to this. Scripts, global audio. I'm not sure if it has to be a node. It doesn't, right? We didn't have to use the node to use it for the global state. But let's just see. We can always like get rid of that scene. Globals. I just want to see what will happen if we use the scene as a global. Global audio. Add. Close. Can I just add it? Do I need? No, I don't add. Wait. No. What's the difference? I don't think I want to have the scene for the global audio. Let's just remove it. It will remove. Okay, remove. There we go. Wait, I do want it to be a node because we want to include the audio players. Okay, I don't think you can undo the deletion. So let's just do it again. Oh, wait. Oh, we have our scene back. Okay, because we didn't save that. Okay, it's fine. So it was within the level. Can I just copy this and paste this here? I can. Nice. Function play break destroy void okay. So it was within the level. Global audio, play, break, destroy, and it should work like in the same way, but now we have like a single place. Nice, it just works. So we don't have the stereo sound yet, but it's fine. Okay. From the wall, from the paddle, game over, game start, new high score. We don't have high score yet. It will be quite repetitive to add more sounds. It's like basically the same. Okay. Was impact generic? Yeah, it was this sound. This. They're just slightly different sounds. Okay, let's use this for... They are almost the same. Okay, let's just use some different sounds for different... you know, things that we are colliding. Oh, and we don't need that node anymore here. Nice. So we will be using global audio. Can I just... No, wait. Global audio. What happens if I just drag and drop it here? This is audio stream player, and this is audio stream player to D. Can I just change type to this? Okay. Now I can just copy and paste this, right? Duplicate, Control D. We need like 3 more. Oh, and it changes the number. Nice. Let's load this here. Yeah, this is quite boring to set up the same thing like in the multiple places. All right. Cool. How do you preview what kind of sound it is? Okay, anyway. Let's just have some different sounds. So let's say when the ball bounces from the wall, we actually don't have the detection if the thing we are bouncing from is the wall. So we need to quickly fix that. So let's use the groups. Walls. Oh, the playing toggle will play. Okay. No. I'm blind. Okay. Let's just set up the groups. This is walls, this is walls, and this is walls. Below pitch scale. Oh. Nice, thank you. Okay. We can also add a group to the paddle object. Okay. Paddles. Global audio. Wall bounce. Paddle bounce. And I don't think I need any more bounce sounds. Okay. Play wall bounce. Wall. There we go. And let's play the paddle bounce. There we go. And okay. You can have different sounds for the bounces and randomize which one plays. Oh, we can implement it here, like actually. Okay. So let's say that the brick destruction will be randomized and the wall bounce and paddle bounce will not be randomized. Okay. Oh, we can also listen to that signal in the global audio, right? We should be able to do that. Maybe that's the smarter way to do it than... Or is it? Let's just try. If collider is in group A, why are you not helping me? Oh, emit. Oh, we cannot read. Do I need to... I probably need to connect to that signal with the script. I've never done this before, so... So this is how you do it in Inspector, and there is like another way. Connecting a signal in editor, no, via code. The dirty one-liner. Oh, there's a pick random function in... I see. Yeah. I mean, what we are like, what we are doing here is that where the heck is it? The 20 games challenge. So we are making like a, I think it's called like vertical slice of a game to just learn how to do the more and more difficult stuff. So here the main like things that you will learn, like what's the plan, what you are going to learn when you make a specific game, like code reusing, saving a high score, and playing simple sound effects. Okay, so we are like working on that goal right now. But yeah, so and the thing is that we should like limit the scope to actually like have something completed. But yeah, okay, anyway. How do I connect the signal? Via code. Timer timeout can connect. Oh, you need to get a node. Okay, so that node needs to be available. See ya in VOD, gotta go. Okay, thank you, Wujek, for hanging out, and have a good night. Wait, how do I access? How can I somehow connect that global audio script with the signal from the ball node? They are not like related. This is a singleton, right? So it exists before any other nodes exist. Okay. Maybe I'm overcomplicating it and I should just use... Let's just stick to that global audio thingy. Because I actually want to complete that sound thingy. I think we will just stick to the bouncing sounds. Maybe we can add like a game over sound, and that should be more than enough for now. Okay, so yeah, like we have the audio player used here. We also have the audio player used here. Okay, anyway, but like all of the sound effect files are in the single place. So that's better than like adding those audio streams everywhere. You need to like play some sounds. We don't have a... Okay, we do have the sound when the ball bounces from the wall. Nice. Okay, now we need to add the paddle sound. Okay. Play paddle bounce. There we go. Doesn't work. Why? Paddle bounce. It should play that sound. Debugger. The signal wall bounce is declared but never explicitly used in the class. Okay, that's fine. Standalone expression. The line might have no... Oh. Okay. Why doesn't it play a sound when it bounces from the... Something is wrong here with the paddle bounce function. Paddle bounce. Do we actually call... Wait. Paddless. Looks fine. Okay, something is wrong in that if expression. Collider is in group paddles. Why does it work for a ball? Wait, what if I use the wall bounce function? But it doesn't stop at that breakpoint. Is it time to restart the project? Let's try doing that. It still doesn't work. What the heck? Wait, we are using the sounds bus here. We should also use the sounds bus, but it shouldn't matter, right? Okay, let's load that sample again, or maybe let's use another one. Okay, let's use the same one. It is playing here. Wait, maybe. No, that if should always work. Okay. Will it work now? Nope. Why? What's different about it? This is the same. This is the same. It all looks the same. Like, that function doesn't get called. Why? Is something wrong with the groups? No. Oh, okay. The paddle is not in the paddles group anymore. Okay, now it should work. Yep. Cool. Okay. So how about we try to do that random bounce sound thingy? So, okay, if I rename that, this will break the script, right? No? Yep. Null. Okay, that's not good. Wait, what happened here? Why does it move to the right, like, automatically now? Oh. My D button was probably stuck. Okay. Okay. So let's do something like this. That can be a constant. Break destroy sounds. Wait. You could print the collision object and its groups to verify if it hits what you expect. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Maybe we should actually have that. If you hold a button, then lose window focus. Ah. Okay. Yeah, because the key actions are like only registered while the Windows is active, right? So so it prevents people from making like keyloggers and stuff. But I think you can still have some global shortcuts and all that things. Is this how you make an array? Yeah, I think it is. So I will basically use your solution acrostal, but I will just use some variables, so it won't be like a one-liner thingy. It's basically the same, but what's wrong? Okay, it's not constant. How is it that not constant? Oh, because it's like a reference to the node. Okay, whatever. Random. We'll play. Let's see. Null instance. Interesting. If it's better with a variable, then it's actually a usable solution, right? But it doesn't work. Wait, null. We have some nulls here. Break destroy sounds is an array of nulls. Order of creation, assigning the yeah, right, because this is like a singleton. Yeah, so if I remember that correctly, it calls the ready function on every single one of those nodes, and once they are all ready, then it calls ready on the global audio. And this one is probably initialized before those things are initialized or something like that. Okay. So maybe this will work. Let's remove the breakpoint. There we go. Okay, it was the same, but it's random. Wait, that's not really... Okay, it is random, is it? We only have 3 different sounds, so... Okay. Okay, this is... This is not fun. Oh. Hey. The nodes don't exist when those global assigns happen, but nodes call they're ready from down to top to up. So child nodes already exist when the parent call its own ready. Yeah, like it makes sense, right? You want to have every component, like every subnode initialized before you initialized that node that contains them, right? It's like calling the new operator, right? You first need to build those elements, and after that you can pass those elements to the constructor of this thingy. It's not actually a constructor, but yeah, like the idea is similar. Okay, makes sense. Like we have only 3 sounds here. Maybe I am using the same audio file. No. So yeah, so it sometimes it feels like it's stuck on a single sample. Okay, so we do have this. Game over, game start, new high score. Maybe I will do that off screen. Like it's basically the same that we've already did. So okay, let's commit this so we won't lose our progress. Save all scenes, commit. And after that, I think we will find someone to raid. It's getting a little bit late here. Issue number 11. All right. Default boss layout. All right. It all looks important. So let's just commit all of this and push. All right, so we basically made everything that was like the minimum required stuff to do, I think. Did we? No, I think we also need to do the high score thingy. I mean, it's like the stretch goal. Oh, we can just have like a high score that only works while you still have your game opened. Okay. Different colors to the bricks in the rows. Okay. So these are like a stretch goals. But I kind of want to, like in the next game dev stream, I kind of want to move on to the next game. Like maybe I will work on saving that high score. So like this requires you to use the file system somehow. But then we will move on to the game number 3. And I already promised that we will try to work on river raid. So yeah, I think I will need to like read what is required to do and like prepare. I need to learn some stuff about Godot probably before we stream that. So we won't spend like an hour reading the docs. Okay. Should we rate someone? Let's see. Okay, so I've... Whoa.
Hey, Acrostel.
Thank you.
For the follow.
Thank you for the follow, Acrostel. Okay, so let's end the YouTube stream. So thank you everyone on YouTube for watching.